All right, so at this point in the juncture, I have decided on, after going through a bunch of them, I decided on this one right here. And if, in case you notice, like, these are all the synth property pages, I'm sorry for speaking too fast. And each synth VST has its own little property page, what it looks like. So this is what it looks like in Sonar and Calkewalk Sonar and Cubase, and any of them, you'll find that they all have the same synth property page if they're using the similar synth, obviously. But these particular synthesizers come with Calkewalk Sonar Producer, and you can use them also in other software, other DAWs, digital audio workstations is what they call them. And it doesn't really matter. You just gotta find whatever fits you best. So as it stands, okay, so I have two instances of Rapture. I have one that I'm using for whatever this is, which is my lead, and I'm using this one here for my chords that I'm playing. I'm playing the chords one more time. So now it just gives it a little more futuristic sound. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to the drums, and we're going to try to finish out the drums because there's not a lot going in the drums. If we solo it, actually I have nothing going. So I'll go back to the drums. Actually, I don't want it to go too far, so. Okay, so I'm gonna record that, right? Okay, so obviously that's off. I played it on time, it just didn't go on time. So again, I'm going to go and quantize it, and you see that, and then I'm going to bounce it to the clip. And then if you will remember, these are the drums that I had found in Sonar. And this is a session drummer, and it's available in Calkewalk Sonar as well. And matter of fact, these drums, all these samples and everything I'm using is in Sonar. So I'm not using any of my own samples or drums that I've bought over the years, over whatever period of time. I'm actually using every single sound that I'm using comes from Sonar. Calkewalk Sonar. So if you are starting and you're just looking for something to help you get started, this might be a good option for you. But I'm going to tell you, all of the DAWs come with their own set of instruments and drums, sounds, and everything, so you can get started in Cubase or any of them. So I'm not here to say, hey, you should use this one, but I don't, what I don't like is for people to say something is better than the other, because really it's just a matter of personal preference. Like I rarely use, I don't use these VSTs a lot because I do have a slew of other ones. I use Native Instruments. I have Complete 7, which comes with a bunch of instruments. I also use Nexus, a synthesizer called Nexus 2. I also use Silent. I use the same VSTs that many other very popular producers use. But for the sake of the tutorial, I just want to use the stuff that comes in Sonar, just in case you're wondering. Okay, so. And in this media, I'm searching for these drums and everything. All this stuff is actually comes standard from Sonar. Okay, so that messed up really badly. So I'm gonna undo what I did here, and I'm just going to split it and delete the second half, and then quantize, and then paste it over, and then bounce it. God dog it. What the heck happened? Crap. Oh man, I don't know what happened. Shoot. I'm gonna do it again. That's not even sounding right. Let's try it again. I think I'm gonna quantize it to 8, to 1/8. Okay, so I just added another one. I'm gonna quantize that. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Undo, quantize. Quantize it to 1/16. That's better. And then we're gonna bounce the clip again. And then we're gonna listen to it. So I think that might be too much. Okay, cool. Now I got another. Use that. And we are going to just put it near the ball. Okay. Bam. So we're going to bounce all those to the clip. And then we're going to leave it. We're good. Okay, so now we have our basic drums, you know, and I might add an open hat at the beginning, something to open it up. was too much. So we'll keep looking. Keep looking, man. We'll keep just trying to find some cool stuff. You know. That's nasty. That was like super hard, dude. That was like sick right there, dog. That was nasty. Absolutely nasty. That was nasty. So I'm putting that right at the beginning of my shit right now. Get it. Okay, that was nasty right there. So about to bounce it all. I'm about to quantize it again. Once again, bam, make sure it's all on. Okay, so one thing I want to do is I want to see if I can the last thing I want to do, I see if I can put a snare on top of this thing. Just put a snare on top of it, because right now I have a clap going. It doesn't really matter. If I find one, great. If I don't find one, it's cool. You know, just something just something to give me something dope. Just something to really, but I'm not really finding it, so I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. Let's see. That's what we need right there. Just something to just set it off. Just something to just give a little oomph. I mean, again, it's just all this is really just details. I don't even have to spend that much more time on it, but the more you can do, add an extra little details, the better off. I'm just gonna do it twice. just to give it a little extra oomph. Just a little extra oomph is all. That's all I'm doing. Alright, so I'm going to quantize it again, and then we're going to bounce it to clip. And now it looks like we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sounds in our drums, and we've got a total of 5 instruments. So at the end of the day, it's going to be like 17 tracks or 15 tracks or something like that. 5 plus 7 is 12. So we 12 tracks worth of music. Now again, you can have as many as you want. You can. A lot of people stack drums and everything. Me personally, I like to keep it real simple. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, now that we have the basic thing, I am going to bounce this so that you can hear the audio by itself. And in order to bounce this on Sonar, you just click export and audio, and it's real easy. And then we're going to go to where I'm placing these videos at, and Mixer University, and we're going to say first bounce. First bounce. Alright, so now I'm going to get out of here, and of course I want to save it, and I don't need that. Right. Oh no, we're still good. We're still good. And then I'm going to go to my videos. I'm going to go to Maskerade University and listen to it. Now you can hear it. So there you have it. That was what we have. That's the first part of what we need to do. And now we're going to get into creating a song out of it. And once we create a song out of it, we put it in the song mode. We are going to then create vocals. So I will see you in just a little bit for the finishing of this tutorial on production, beat making.